My goal, like I know a lot of other small business owners' goal is to just have some consistent sales, a couple of sales a month, something so they can sustain their business, something so they can sustain themselves, to keep doing the things that they love and enjoy doing every single day. And that's where I am right now with my business. If I'm being completely honest, I haven't been doing the necessary things to make my business grow. I'm not here to beat myself up about it, but I am here to say that I am aware why these things are occurring. And it's because I've been dealing with a lot of health issues that have been keeping me away from my small business and filming on YouTube. I don't know about anybody else's YouTube schedule, but my YouTube schedule is to record videos every single week. I have tried batch recording and it's okay, but it just really doesn't work for me. I don't mind doing it every single week. I think I just lost myself for a while, especially not feeling well every single day. And then I just fell off the schedule. There is nothing else that I can really say about it. I just fell off the schedule with that. Besides my inconsistencies with everything, I noticed that I haven't been marketing nowhere near as much as I used to. But I can tell you this, I can promise you this actually. If you think that you're marketing too much, you probably aren't. And I'm not even saying it to be mean. I'm saying this as a reflection of myself and looking at myself. I know I'm nowhere near marketing anywhere near as much as I need to. And even when I am in those periods of marketing a lot or posting a lot more, it's still not as much as you think it is. Not everybody is seeing that. And if you go to your analytics, you can probably see the difference between how many of your actual followers are seeing that and how many new people are seeing it. And for me, it's kind of 50-50, but I have had some social media platforms where none of my followers were seeing any of my stuff. And then a lot of new people were seeing it. So that meant that my marketing efforts were going to new people, and I wasn't over here annoying anybody that was following me because they weren't even seeing it. So it's weird how all that algorithm stuff works. I'm not really here to talk about that today, but I will say that I know that my marketing efforts haven't been the best, and it's my goal to really work on that. And that's kind of what I want to talk about today. What are my goals and what are my efforts moving forward, not just with marketing, but to really grow my brand and my business in the way that I've always dreamed that it could be. And during the time that I was away from my YouTube channel, I was just looking at other small business owners and I was seeing them having this kind of shift where they were also probably feeling a lot of the same way that I'm feeling right now. Or a lot of them are having this shift where they wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit new, a little bit more fresh and funky. And I totally feel them on that. So you guys can kind of see where my mindset is and where I've kind of been, all the plans and changes that I've been making. I want to share some of my plans and changes that I've made in my brand and in my business over the past 3 to 4 months. The first change that I made was revamping my entire brand. Now, this wasn't a rebrand. This was a revamp. So I revamped it, revamping my brand colors, revamping the fonts, a little bit of retro, but still keeping it kind of modern. That's what I was aiming for. That was the biggest goal for me with this revamp, is to have more fun. And I feel I've been aiming for that since I started this business. And I just wasn't allowing myself to get there. Everything just felt very granola, even though I love that. That is me. But I feel there's another side of me too that I wasn't allowing myself to just be free. The creative side of me more loves to add in pops of color, and I think more in a creative way. So allowing myself to just do that and be that and and get there that has really opened my eyes to a whole new world. It's opened my eyes to a whole new world of the possibilities and what my brand and business can actually be. And I'm still making a few tweaks and changes here and there, but overall, I'm pretty happy with where it's at right now. Another big change that I knew I wanted to make was within my YouTube channel. I'm thinking of like how I can add in more storytelling and, just having a bit more fun, just making it feel more chill, more relaxed. As somebody, who is very shy, very introverted, a people pleaser, or I like to say a recovering people pleaser, I'm learning how to like relax and just allow myself to do those things, and to just be myself. And I think that YouTube pushes me to do that and be that every single day. Of course, it is a journey. It doesn't happen overnight, and it won't happen overnight. But hopefully you guys will start to realize it and, see all of these elements coming together, from like the branding to just being a bit more real here on my YouTube channel and all of my content. But this is like my main platform. So I really want like my personality and everything to shine through a bit more. So I'm working on it. It's work in progress, but I hope you guys, subscribe and stay tuned, because there will be more. We're not done here. So don't leave. And so another big change that I made was to my newsletter. And I just came up with the name like 2 days ago. So I'm still seeing how I like it. But so far, I've renamed the newsletter 713 Weekly. I was trying to go for something a bit more fun, a little bit more like easy to do. Like that's essentially the goal for all of this, is to simplify things and make it easier for me, because as a small business owner, as an entrepreneur, we already got a crap ton of stuff to do. Like why keep putting more stuff on our plate? 713 Weekly is a newsletter for visionaries, entrepreneurs, small business owners that are just starting out. And I share lots of things in this newsletter. And I really had to like sit with this and brainstorm it, because it was just like totally wrecking my brain. I was like, what is it? What am I missing? I've been trying to make this newsletter like work, and I've been trying to make it the thing that I love. I had this notion of like, it's going to be like a newsletter magazine kind of thing where there's like these sections in it. But then I kept going back and forth like, well, what are these sections actually going to be about? And I'm like, well, fine, I'll just like give it up and I won't do that. And I'll just go to making regular newsletters that are, it's just kind of, the general newsletter. That's kind of what I've been doing for a while now. And I'm like, but I'm already writing blog posts, and then I'm already having to do YouTube as well, which again takes a crap ton of work. So me writing newsletters every single week also just make it feel like I'm like writing a whole nother blog post again. So I didn't want to do that anymore, but I wanted something that I can consistently work on every single week. That was kind of like a template where I can just plug and play and, put things in as I think of them, as I find them. And so then I came up with, I'll kind of show you here on the screen here, but I came up with this notion of like, things that I could share, music that I've been listening to, things that I want to recommend to you guys, like other YouTube channels, for example, like quick tips and advice. Like if somebody had a question here, I can pop that question in and then pop in an answer really quick. It just feels so much easier, so doable, that I feel like I'm going to officially be on time with my newsletters. They normally go out on Thursday. So I feel like I've been doing well with the consistency of my newsletters. But again, it was just getting a bit too much to just like almost basically write a whole nother blog post or YouTube description all over again. So I'm like, what can I do to simplify it? And I found a way to do that now, and I'm so happy with it. I highly, highly recommend you subscribe, because I have so many good things coming. I'm so excited about it. And you can even like pop in some things in the comment section and like tell me some things that you would like to see in the newsletter. Whether it's about business, branding, mindset, personal development, things that you want to talk about, questions that you have about business or branding or something like that, marketing, then let me know in the comment section, and I can also add those into like future issues of the 713 Weekly. Everything that I felt like I wanted to do that was like these big, ambitious goals, I thought that I wanted to do them like way later down the line. I'm like, a couple years down the line. But for some odd reason, I keep doing them now. I don't know why that is, but I'm trusting in myself. I'm believing and trusting in my gut instincts that it's meant to be. and to just follow it and trust it and know that it's all going to work out. Maybe it won't, but I feel like unless you try it, you won't know. So I started a Facebook community. I can't believe that I'm actually doing this right now because again, I just really thought that this was something that I was going to do later down the line because I wanted to do like eventually get into doing like challenges and stuff like that. And I thought that that would be a great opportunity to host in a Facebook group, especially since I don't have like Instagram or anything anymore because those platforms just don't work for me. I really like, kind of like intimate groups where we can have like deep and meaningful conversations, even like lighthearted and fun conversations. But it's like a group of people who are like minded, like we enjoy the same or similar things, or we have the same or similar ambitious goals. And that's what I wanted to create with this Facebook community. I have so many goals to like give back to those that have helped me get to the place that I'm in. I don't know if it's like a familiar thing, but my mom used to get help from this place. I don't know exactly, in this agency called Hepzibah, and they used to help us get like Christmas gifts because we didn't have a lot of money. I definitely didn't have a lot of money growing up. Still don't, but they would help you if you didn't have like food or Christmas gifts and things like that. And every year they would get you like a turkey or something like that for Thanksgiving, or ham for Christmas, or gifts for your kids and you. I know that they help me out a lot, and I feel like eventually I want to like do stuff like that. And I think that building community is a way to help me reach some of those bigger goals that I have within like my community outside of my branding business. But I think that this is a step in that direction. I like to look at the big picture of everything. And I think that this Facebook community is going to be the stepping stone for a lot of things that I want to do. Having other women and small business owners and entrepreneurs around them to, cheer them on while they're on their journey. I think that that's amazing. And me, myself, and I being a small business owner as well, I'm like, I also would love to like see other people, because I love watching other small business owners, succeed and do their thing. And I think that that's an amazing thing. So I think that bringing us all together in this space is just going to, give us the boost and the confidence that we need to like keep moving and achieving our goals and our dreams, and just talking to one another, having casual conversations, talking about that, and like the mindset that you need to have to like be able to sustain all of this that you're doing, talking about like burnout and, dealing with health issues while you're also trying to pursue, holding down a job and kids or whatever. I personally don't have kids yet. All in all, still, I think that this community is going to be great for like-minded people who genuinely want that inspiration and that guidance and, support from their fellow entrepreneurs and small business owners. I really, really hope to see you there in the group. And yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching and tuning into today's video, and I'll talk to you soon.